Hi. Today I want to talk about the corona pandemic and how it has affected me, you, and everyone else. It's day 44 of the lockdown in Uganda, and we are actually in our homes. People have lost jobs. Others with jobs cannot access them, and of course, the overriding effect is the financial impact that comes with it. My name is Paul Kateza. I'm an accountant and a proud member of the multi-level marketing industry. I'm a proud member of the multi-level marketing industry because I believe I found the right way to do the MLM business. I used to transact MLM in what we now call the old traditional way of doing business. And this wasn't until 2 years ago when, and in fact, when I was at the verge of giving up. I'd been in the business. I think I got inducted sometime in 2017, and I was in this company. I built a team. Actually, got in with a lot of excitement because I got some good training from Robert Kiyosaki. Having read his material, I really got converted and felt this was the real business to address my retirement planning requirements. Because who wouldn't want to have a business where you put in and then it starts working on autopilot for you? They always keep telling you you're one recruit away from hitting the jackpot. So, having learned from Robert Kiyosaki, I really got convinced and said this is the real deal. So, in my first MLM company, at one time I recruited close to 50 people, and in a space of 3-4 months, they were all gone. Why? Of course, it's the same old reasons. They come in with a lot of excitement, with a lot of expectations, but after that, they realize they can't cope with it. They can't duplicate what I put before them or what my upline tells them. So many of them end up falling out. So I was at that point where I felt so discouraged, having been putting a lot of effort, but then the people you're kind of trying to nurture, bring up, not in consonance with you. So I felt there had to be a way. There had to be a way out. So, and that's when I got into research mode and discovered that I could actually do this thing online. One other fact that really got me convinced was the cost of transacting the old way, in the traditional way. In the traditional way, your upline will tell you to make a name list. With your name list, which you have to keep on updating, you invite friends and family to your home for meetings. Make hotel appointments, go meet people. And when you meet these people, besides what you talk, of course, you talk to them and introduce a subject to them through a memorized script, and then maybe you have 3-way calls, and then when these people appreciate what you have on offer, you get to deliver the product to them. Now, this whole process, I finally realized was very expensive. It is a fact that we usually take for granted. But I actually realized what I was spending was much more than what I ever got out of whatever I was doing. So I got inducted into now what we call the new approach. The new approach is about systems. With this new approach, it's actually what this whole video is all about. It's all about you and the new approach and how it can help change the way you do business. It can automatically change you from being that demotivated marketeer or someone who knew about it, and then kind of rejuvenates you back to realizing that you're actually in business. What does a new approach do? With a new approach, it is there are three simple things. You need to have a system that generates leads, consistently on your behalf without necessarily being involved. This system has to be able to convert some of those leads on your behalf without you practically getting involved. And then the same system has to be in position to deliver on what you are selling. So still without you practically getting involved. This is the limitation I had in my previous MLM company. And so having learned all this, I put this in practice and now built what we call a marketing funnel. Prior to building this funnel, of course, I had to take a lot of coaching from experts. Read a lot of material and became a self-made expert too. Now, armed with all this, almost close to 2 years down the line, I have a marketing funnel that generates leads, converts leads, and then delivers my product to those leads without my physical presence. Where I used to spend an hour talking to a prospect, maybe moving between one prospect to another would probably take me 2 to 3 days. Now I have a system that can approach hundreds of people at the same time. And this is something that I would desire seeing you doing. So when I started this funnel, I said now in any business, a business grows with leaders. It could be even, compare that with your own workplace, organization, it has managers. So any business to grow must have leaders. So now with my team, I decided that now that I'm armed with this kind of system, I'm going to differ from attracting anybody, because despite having a system that goes out and meets people all over the world, I said I'm not going to recruit anybody into my downline. Instead, I'm going to target leaders who can get to inspire others, and then who are going to ably duplicate what I'm doing. So in essence, I decided to set up a system. Now give it to to people, the few individuals that I realize, yes, we are cut out to work together. Now these people kind of duplicate what I've given them to others, and then that way we end up having a team that grows so fast. So I said, armed with this information, I need now to bring it out to other people, because you cannot enjoy this alone. Now, when I bring out this to other people, I now get that's where you may come in. You're in your own MLM company. Maybe you're feeling limitations. You love it. You've been a part of it, but things are not working out. What I did, I came up. I wrote a book. It's slightly over 100 pages, describing exactly what I do in my own funnel, everything I learned, what I've learned, and everything, and then put it, compress it in this 100-page book. Now, this book will chronologically take you, step by step on how to create your own marketing funnel. A funnel that will now help you have an edge over your fellow networkers. Now, having set up this funnel, I've put it out online. It's helping so many people out there, and it's not only this funnel alone. When you get my funnel, I also have 3 additional bonuses I give you. One is a set of funnel examples. Making a funnel is not entirely restricted to network marketing. You might be a lawyer, an accountant, a surveyor, or anything. So I have a checklist of items that you may need to create a funnel in your own specialized field. Now, to that, I also have an additional bonus that talks about the mistakes that people do in these funnels. So I want you to avoid those common mistakes. And then I talked about my funnel. My funnel has 3 stages. It has a front end, a middle end, and then the back stage. The front end is where you get to receive prospects. They come in as guests. Now, you want to present this, establish yourself as an authority, no, in your business. So in order to establish that authority, you have to create a relationship with the people visiting you. So to create this relationship is where you get to give something free to your visitors. Now, that's what you find at the front end of my funnel. And in fact, it's one of the freebies I have for people who are buying my kit. Examples of funnels that you need to, examples of freebies that you can give to your guests. Then in the medium side, the middle part is what we call a self-liquidating offer. This self-liquidating offer is another free, is something that you have out for sale to your visitors. It could be something you created, an e-product. Could be something you created. It could be something belonging to someone else as an affiliate or something. Now, this one is what we use to diversify our income. When you put it out and someone pays for it, it will come at a small fee. This will help, especially subsidize on your advertising expenses, and of course also give you that extra much needed income. And then you'll have the back end. The back end is where you'll find your MLM. In this particular discussion, I'm talking about my MLM. I'm only discussing you and your business, but there's an MLM product I'm also involved with. Now that is in the back end, but I don't bring everybody into my MLM because I'm trying to be particular on who gets in there. However, this particular product we're talking about right now is available to everybody who wishes to prosper and be a business person of their own. So, having gotten through my system, my only expectation is that you'll be the winner that needs to beat this dilemma we are currently facing with the corona epidemic. It might not be the corona epidemic alone, but just imagine if it were a retirement. You've retired, you're out of job, you're probably weak, you cannot do so much for your family or yourself, and you run out of sources of income. What happens to you? Do you die of depression? No, I wouldn't support that. I think the best way out would be utilizing the online solutions. The online system has a resource to retire you, in fact, even earlier than you ought to have ever wanted to retire. So, my friend, I invite you to follow the literature below and get a better understanding of what I have on offer for you. And I would only wish you success and see you as a winner in the next epidemic.